Hi, future GISPs. I'm going to teach you everything that I learned to easily pass the GISP exam so that you don't have to spend years reading textbooks, getting degrees, paying for prep courses, and searching the internet for information like I did. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything I learned about acquisition, use, and limitations of crowdsourced and open source data and services. Acquisition, use, and limitations of crowdsourced and open source data and services is the fifth section under the data acquisition category of the GISCI Geospatial for Technical Exam list of knowledge categories. Let's get started with section 405, Acquisition, Use, and Limitations of Crowdsourced and Open Source Data and Services. Crowdsourced data. Crowdsourced data consists of information, opinions, or work that is collected from a large group of people. This data is typically sourced via the internet, social media platforms, and smartphone apps. The advantages of crowdsourced data. Advantages of crowdsourced data include cost savings, skill diversity, and real-time data. Cost savings. Crowdsourced data can save time and money by outsourcing. Skill diversity. Crowdsourcing allows tapping into a vast array of skills and expertise. Real-time data. Crowdsourcing can provide up-to-date information. Those were the advantages of crowdsourced data. Now let's take a look at the disadvantages of crowdsourced data. Disadvantages of crowdsourced data include reduced quality and accuracy, bias and representativeness, privacy and security, motivation and incentives, task complexity, lack of content, and cost and time. Crowdsourcing can lead to problems with quality and accuracy. Crowdsourced data may be inconsistent due to diverse backgrounds of contributors. Crowdsourced data may have incorrect or biased information. Crowdsourced data can have problems with bias and representativeness. The crowd may not represent the entire population, leading to skewed results and certain demographics being underrepresented. Crowdsourcing can have problems with privacy and security. Data can contain personal information. Crowdsourced data could have inadequate security. Crowdsourced data can have problems with motivation and incentives. Contributors may contribute to crowdsourced data for different reasons, and some may contribute more than others. Crowdsourcing can have problems with task complexity. Crowdsourcing is better for simple and well-defined tasks. Contributors may lack context, leading to incomplete and inaccurate responses. Validating crowdsourced data may be costly. It may require iterative revisions to improve quality. Now let's take a look at some possible data sources for crowdsourced data. The following are some well-known crowdsourced data sources. Waze. Waze is a subsidiary company of Google that provides satellite navigation software on smartphones that utilize GPS. Waze provides information about navigation, traffic condition information, and traffic-related events. Localwiki. Localwiki is a grassroots effort to collect, share, and open the world's local knowledge. It's a collaborative, community-based platform that aggregates information from local sources. Residents around the world use Localwiki to learn about and share what they love about their community with their community. OpenStreetMap. OpenStreetMap is a free, open geographic database updated and maintained by a community of volunteers via open collaboration. Contributors collect data from surveys, aerial photography, and they also import data from other freely licensed geodata sources. Now let's take a look at some not necessarily crowdsourced, but open data sources. Natural Earth Data. Natural Earth Data is a public domain map dataset featuring tightly integrated vector and raster data. Natural Earth was built through a collaboration of many volunteers and is supported by the North American Cartographic Information Society, or NACIS. It is free for use in any type of project. The USGS Earth Explorer. The USGS Earth Explorer data portal is your one-stop shop for obtaining geospatial datasets from extensive collections. Users can navigate via an interactive map or text search to obtain Landsat satellite imagery, radar data, UAS data, digital line graphs, digital elevation model data, aerial photos, Sentinel satellite data, some commercial satellite imagery, including Iconos and OrbView 3, Landcover data, digital map data from the national map, and many other datasets. ArcGIS Open Data Hub. ArcGIS Open Data capabilities come included with ArcGIS Online. So organizations within ArcGIS Online subscription have access to data that all other ArcGIS Online users make available to the public. NASA's Socioeconomic Data and Application Center, or SEDAC. NASA's Socioeconomic Data and Application Center has datasets related to population, sustainability, and geospatial data. Datasets are related to human population distribution, human settlements and infrastructure, ecosystems, agriculture, wetlands, environmental treaty status, environmental sustainability, natural hazards, poverty, and pollution. Open Topography. Open Topography facilitates efficient access to topography data, tools, and resources to advance our understanding of the Earth's surface, vegetation, and human-built environment. Open Topography is based in the San Diego Supercomputer Center at the University of California, San Diego, and is operated in collaboration with colleagues in the School of Earth and Space Exploration at Arizona State University and the EarthScoped Consortium, which is formerly UNAVCO. Core operational support for Open Topography comes from the Division of Earth Sciences at the National Science Foundation. The United Nations Environment Program, or UNEP, Environmental Data Explorer. The United Nations Environment Program is the leading global authority on the environment. The United Nations Environment Program offers more than 15,000 items, from real-time data tools and platforms to key reports, publications, fact sheets, interactivities, and more. NASA Earth Observations, or NEO. NASA Earth Observations provide global datasets related to climate and environmental changes. Over 50 global datasets are represented with daily, weekly, and monthly snapshots. The Sentinel Data Hub. The Sentinel Data Hub makes satellite data, including Sentinels and Landsat satellite data, accessible to be browsed or analyzed. Terra Populus. Terra Populus integrates data about population and the environment from censuses, surveys, land cover data, temperature, precipitation, climate, and land use datasets. Geonetwork. The Geonetwork is a portal of free GIS data from the United Nations. The ISGCGM Global Map. The ISGCGM Global Map is a free source of global data including boundaries, drainage, transportation, population centers, elevation, land cover, land use, and vegetation. The Global Spatial Dataset Infrastructure, or GSCI. The Global Spatial Dataset Infrastructure attempts to coordinate collection and processing of datasets for global-level analysis by the USGS. The Shuttle Radar Topography Mission. The Shuttle Radar Topography Mission is an international research effort that obtained digital elevation models on a near-global scale. Elevation models are arranged into tiles, each covering 1 degree of latitude and 1 degree of longitude. They are named according to their southwestern corners. The Advanced Spaceborne Thermal Emission and Reflection Radiometer, or ASTER, Aster. The Advanced Spaceborne Thermal Emission and Reflection Radiometer admits high-resolution, 15 to 90 square meters per pixel, images of the Earth in 14 different wavelengths of the electromagnetic spectrum, ranging from visible to thermal infrared light. Scientists use Aster data to create detailed maps of land surface, temperature, emissivity, reflectance, and elevation. The National Geospatial Data Clearinghouse. The National Geospatial Data Clearinghouse Network, sponsored by the FGDC, is a distributed system of agency servers located on the Internet that contain field-level descriptions of available and planned digital spatial data, applications, and services. This descriptive information, known as metadata, is collected in a standard format to facilitate query and consistent presentation across multiple participating sites. Clearinghouse uses standards-based web technology for the publication and discovery of available geospatial resources through the Geospatial Platform portal. The National Geospatial Data Clearinghouse provides data for the U.S. USGS orthorectified aerial photographs. USGS orthorectified aerial photographs provide high-resolution orthophotography for the U.S. every 5 to 10 years. High-resolution orthorectified images combine the image characteristics of an aerial photograph with the geometric qualities of a map. An orthoimage is a uniform scale image where corrections have been made for feature displacement, such as building tilt, and for scale variations caused by terrain relief, center geometry, and camera tilt. A digital orthoimage may be created from several photographs mosaicked to form the final image. The U.S. National Map. As one of the cornerstones of the USGS National Geospatial Program, the National Map is a collaborative effort among the USGS and other federal, state, and local partners to improve and deliver topographic information for the nation. The National Map provides a high-quality online map app for public use. The National Elevation Dataset, or NED. The National Elevation Dataset is a primary elevation data product that has been produced and distributed by the USGS. The USGS produces DEMs with 3, 10, and 30 meter horizontal sampling frequency and contour shapefiles as part of the National Elevation Dataset. The National Hydrography Dataset, or NHD. The National Hydrography Dataset represents the water drainage network of the United States with features such as rivers, streams, canals, lakes, ponds, coastline, dams, and stream gauges. As of October 1st, 2023, the NHD was retired and replaced by the 3D Hydrography Program, or 3DHP. The 3D Hydrography Program, or 3DHP. The 3D Hydrography Program is the first systematic remapping of the nation's hydrography since the original USGS 1 to 24,000 scale topographic mapping program was active. The 3D Hydrography Program replaces the National Hydrography Dataset, or NHD, the Watershed Boundary Dataset, and the NHD plus high resolution with a single product that includes lakes, streams, catchments, and drainage areas, as well as other hydrologic features. All of these hydrologic features are derived from the 3DEP LiDAR data. The 3D Hydrography Program is administered by the USGS. The United States Archives and Records Administration Cartographic and Architectural Branch. The United States Archives and Records Administration Cartographic and Architectural Branch provides old images of the U.S. The National Aerial Imagery Program, or NAIP. The National Aerial Imagery Program provides photographs of the growing season for the U.S. It's administered by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Imagery resolution was 1 meter until 2017, and 0.6 and 0.3 meters starting in 2018. Image tiles are available in 3.75-minute quadrangle increments. Images are natural color, with red, green, and blue bands, or color near infrared, with red, green, blue, and near infrared bands, and may contain as much as 10% cloud cover per tile. The National Landcover Database. The National Landcover Database provides land cover data for the U.S. from 2001 to 2021. It is produced by the USGS. Datasets include land cover change index, and urban imperviousness. The National Agricultural Statistical Service, or NASS. The National Agricultural Statistical Service studies and provides the market with detailed information about U.S. agriculture. It annually produces a crop data layer. The National Wetlands Inventory, or NWI. The National Wetlands Inventory produces and distributes maps and other geospatial data on American wetland and deep water habitats, as well as monitors changes in these habitats through time. This information is available to the public through two primary datasets: the Wetlands Geospatial Dataset and the Wetlands Status and Trends Reports. The National Wetlands Inventory is produced by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The Digital General Soil Map of the United States, or StatsGo2 database. The Digital General Soil Map of the United States is also called the StatsGo2 database. It is the Digital General Soil Map of the United States. StatsGo2 is a broad-based inventory of soils and non-soil areas that occur in a repeatable pattern on the landscape and that can be cartographically shown at a scale of 1 to 250,000 in the continental U.S., Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands, and at a scale of 1 to 1 million in Alaska. The level of mapping is designed for broad planning and management uses, covering state, regional, and multi-state areas. It is administered by the USDA. The Soil Survey Geographic Database, or SURGO. The SURGO database contains information about soil as collected by the National Cooperative Soil Survey over the course of a century. The information can be displayed in tables or as maps and is available for most areas of the United States and the territories, commonwealths, and island nations served by the USDA. The information was gathered by walking over the land and observing the soil. Many soil samples were analyzed in laboratories. The extent of the SURGO datasets are county or multiple counties. The Gridded National Soil Survey Geographic Database, or GNATSGO. The Gridded National Soil Survey Geographic Database, or GNATSGO, is a composite database that provides complete coverage of the best available soils information for all areas of the United States and island territories. It was created by combining data from the Soil Survey Geographic Database, or SURGO, and data from the State Soil Geographic Database, or StatsGO2, and Raster Soil Survey Database, or RSS, into a single seamless Esri file geodatabase. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA. The Federal Emergency Management Agency provides floodplain maps for the U.S. The FEMA Flood Map Service Center is the official public source for flood hazard information produced in support of the National Flood Insurance Program, or NFIP. The National Climatic Data Center, or NCDC. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Climatic Data Center, or NCDC, maintains the world's largest climate data archive and provides climatological services and data to every sector of the United States economy and to users worldwide. The United States Census Bureau. The United States Census Bureau maintains the TIGER system, or Topologically Integrated Geographic Encoding and Referencing System. The TIGER system includes data for roads, hydrography, political boundaries, railroads, power lines, pipelines, parks, cemeteries, and addresses. The Census Bureau administers a major decennial national survey every 10 years and the American Community Survey annually. The American Community Survey, or ACS. The Census conducts parts of the American Community Survey every year and other parts of it every 5 years. The American Community Survey provides statistics based on surveys from sampled individuals. The National Atmospheric and Oceanic Administration, or NOAA, NOAA. The National Atmospheric and Oceanic Administration administers several initiatives to develop and to distribute spatial datasets. The National Geodetic Survey, or NGS. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Geodetic Survey provides the framework for all positioning activities in the nation. The National Geodetic Survey maintains foundational elements of latitude, longitude, elevation, and shoreline information. These elements impact a wide range of important activities. The NGS maintains geodetic datums, benchmarks, and the continuously operating reference system network. The National Ocean Service, or NOS. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's National Ocean Service is the country's leading authority on a wide variety of marine sciences, including hydrography, shoreline mapping, nautical charting, water level, tides, and currents measurement. Now you know everything that I learned about acquisition, use, and limitations of crowdsourced and open source data and services to easily pass the GISP exam. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that I can keep helping people pass the GISP exam and achieve the rewarding careers in GIS that they deserve. You can also find everything I learned to pass the GISP exam in my book, The Ultimate GISP Exam Study Guide, available on Amazon. My study guide is an easily understandable, comprehensive, graphical, all-in-one resource for passing the exam. You can find the link to my study guide in the description below. Thanks for joining me, and congratulations in advance on passing the GISP exam.